Welcome back to Berry Life, bringing you easy and delicious recipes from around the world. Are you craving bold and fiery flavors? These Dan Dan noodles are saucy, spicy, and packed with umami, thanks to our mouth-wateringly delicious tempeh mince. One bite and you'll be hooked. Ready in less than 30 minutes. This plant-based twist on the Sichuan classic will have you ditching takeout for good. So stay tuned as we prepare Dan Dan noodles with tempeh. Let's get started. There isn't a whole lot of prep. We'll start with ginger. We only need about a tablespoon. Feel free to replace it with ginger paste as well. Ginger is a little root with a big attitude. It can kick your taste buds into gear and still make you feel healthy about it. Why did the ginger go to the doctor? It felt a bit grated. We'll also need some scallions, both white and green parts. We'll cut and set them aside separately, as the white parts need to be cooked longer than the green. If you don't have green onions or scallions, feel free to replace them with onions or shallots for a bigger punch. Next, some cilantro. We like to ball it up tightly, making it easier to chop. Cilantro is a polarizing ingredient. Some people love it, others not so much. For this recipe, it's only needed as garnish. We like it for its freshness. We'll also prepare some gailan, or Chinese broccoli. We always have a large bag of gailan or bok choy in the refrigerator, and we love to sneak it into as many dishes as possible. And last but not least, our main ingredient, the tempeh. Tempeh is a traditional Indonesian food made from fermented soybeans. It's made through natural culturing and controlled fermentation process that binds the soybeans into a cake form, not unlike how some of the cheeses are made. The fermentation process makes the soybeans easier to digest and leads to the production of vitamin B12, which is one of the most essential vitamins. We picked this up at Costco. It comes vacuum sealed. For this recipe, we like to crumble it and separate the individual soybeans. You can use a fork to do this, but it's easier to break down with your hands. That's it for the prep. For the noodles, we'll go with the traditional Dan Dan noodles. These we picked up from the refrigeration section at our local Asian grocery store. We want to cook these all the way through. They only need about 2 to 3 minutes to cook. The rule of thumb is, if you're going to use the noodles in a stir fry, leave them a little underdone. Otherwise, they'll be overcooked. Now we'll strain and rinse under cold water, then a drizzle of oil and give them a toss, so they don't clump together. With the water already hot, we'll throw in our gailan and blanch for about 30 to 40 seconds. Wow, look at that beautiful green color just pop. If you can't find gailan, feel free to replace it with greens of your choice. That's it, we're done with the boiling. First, we'll toast some Sichuan peppercorns. It brings out their flavor and fragrance. They burn easy, so we're only going to lightly toast for about 45 to 60 seconds. Toasting them also dries them out, which helps to grind them into a fine powder. These peppercorns, when eaten, create a tongue-numbing and lip-tingling sensation. They're one of the signature ingredients of Sichuan cuisine. Next, in a wok or a pan over low to medium-low heat, we'll toast some peanuts. The key is gentle heat and a whole lot of stirring for an even toast without burning. As they cool, they'll get crunchier. That's it. Now we'll increase the heat to medium-low and add in a couple of tablespoons of cooking oil, along with garlic, ginger, and scallions, the Chinese trinity. We'll saute for about 60 seconds for the rawness to dissipate and slight caramelization to form. Then we toss in the crumbled tempeh. We'll give it a stir to mix and toast the tempeh a little and separate clumps. And season it with Chinese 5-spice powder, which is Chinese cinnamon, star anise, cloves, fennel seeds, and Sichuan peppercorns. A couple of tablespoons of light soy sauce. You can replace this with tamari, which is gluten-free, or cocoa aminos, which is gluten and soy-free. A tablespoon of dark soy sauce, a teaspoon of black vinegar for a complex sour note. You can also use rice vinegar. And 2 tablespoons of Shaoxing cooking wine for savory dryness. If you don't have this, feel free to replace it with a dry sherry, or skip it altogether. It's up to you. Now we'll give it a stir. Almost forgot. For a little bit of heat, we'll add in some cracked black pepper. These combination of spices and sauces will create a complex flavor profile that's savory, sweet, spicy, and fragrant. Now we just want to mix all the ingredients and break apart any of the tempeh clumps. And allow the sauce to reduce and coat the tempeh. This looks perfect. And the aroma of the Chinese 5-spice is filling up the kitchen. My mouth is already watering. Now we'll toss in some more scallion greens and give it a stir. What happens to the soybean when it gets mad? It throws a tempeh tantrum. That's it. The tempeh mince is ready. And no dan dan noodle is complete without a creamy, spicy, and savory sauce. To make it, we'll need 6 tablespoons of tahini, or sesame paste. You can also replace this with peanut butter, ideally the organic variety if possible, which has no additives or preservatives. Then we'll need 6 heaping spoonfuls of our homemade Szechuan chili crisp. This will add a spicy, savory, and funkiness that's hard to replace with just any old chili oil. If you want to learn how we make this, check out our Szechuan chili crisp recipe at the link above, or at berryberrylife.com. Next, for a savory punch, a couple of tablespoons of soy sauce. Along with 2 tablespoons of dark soy sauce. This is more for color and a hint of sweetness. Then a tablespoon of our minced garlic, or garlic paste. And for that lip-tingling goodness, 2 teaspoons of toasted Szechuan peppercorns that we've ground up, along with a teaspoon of brown sugar to round out the flavors. And lastly, a 1/4 cup of vegetable stock to thin out the sauce a little bit and help all the ingredients come together. This will also make it easier to mix the noodles with the sauce. Then we give it a mix. That's it. Now we're ready to assemble. When assembling dan dan noodles, we like to do this in 2 steps. First, in a separate bowl, we want to coat the noodles properly with the sauce. We'll take out the noodles that are rinsed with cold water and add in some of our sauce mixture, along with a couple of tablespoons of vegetable broth. Then give it a mix. If needed, add more sauce and a little bit more chili crisp, because why not? We really want to get the noodles coated properly in this velvety, flavorful sauce. Now we can assemble, starting with a little bit more vegetable broth at the base of the noodles. This is my preference. It helps all the ingredients stick to the noodles. My wife skips the broth. Then we top it with the tempeh mince and crunchy chopped peanuts that we toasted earlier. Then some scallions and chopped cilantro. And a sprinkle of sesame seeds for an optional crunch. Then a little bit more chili crisp. And for our vegetable serving of the day, some blanched gailan. Hope you enjoyed this video. For more mouth-watering recipe ideas, subscribe to our channel and visit us at berryberrylife.com, where we upload recipes every week. If you find this recipe helpful, give it a thumbs up. This helps YouTube recommend it to others. And share it with your friends and family to spread the love. Also, if you make this recipe, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. There you have it. Tempeh dan dan noodles, a savory taste of Szechuan China in the comfort of your own kitchen. Thank you for watching. Enjoy!